Have you ever done something you deeply regret and then spent hours, days, or even years beating yourself up over it? In Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy, or REBT, we make an important distinction between guilt and remorse. And understanding this distinction can radically change emotional health, relationships, recovery, and personal growth. Both guilt and remorse begin with the same realization: I violated a principle, value, or standard that matters to me. Maybe you lied. Maybe you hurt someone. Maybe you relapsed. Maybe you betrayed trust. Maybe you behaved in a way you now deeply regret. REBT does not teach people to deny responsibility or excuse harmful behavior, but it does ask an important question. How are you responding to your mistake? Here is where guilt and remorse go in very different directions. Guilt. In REBT, guilt is considered a dysfunctional negative emotion. Why? Because the focus shifts from I behaved badly to I am bad. Instead of evaluating the behavior, the person globally condemns the self. They begin saying things like, I'm a terrible person, I'm worthless, I'm a failure, how could I have done this? And although guilt may feel morally serious, it often becomes emotionally destructive. The emotional energy gets consumed by shame, self-hatred, rumination, avoidance, hopelessness, or defensiveness. Ironically, excessive guilt often makes it harder to repair relationships because the person becomes so focused on attacking themselves that they stop moving toward growth and repair. Remorse, however, is considered a healthy negative emotion. It still feels painful. It still accepts responsibility. It still recognizes wrongdoing. But remorse does not require global self-condemnation. Instead, the person says, what I did was wrong, harmful, or inconsistent with my values. But that does not make me a totally bad or worthless human being. That distinction changes everything. Because once people stop globally condemning themselves, their energy can move toward accountability, empathy, apology, learning, growth, and repairing relationships. In REBT, this is connected to the principle of unconditional self-acceptance. Now, unconditional self-acceptance does not mean approving of bad behavior, avoiding consequences, pretending mistakes do not matter, or refusing responsibility. It means refusing to define your total worth as a human being based on behavior, even very bad behavior. You can fully acknowledge, I acted poorly, without concluding, therefore I am completely bad as a person. That shift allows remorse to become constructive rather than self-destructive. Healthy remorse asks, what responsibility can I take? How can I repair what I reasonably can? What can I learn from this? How can I behave differently going forward? And importantly, repair has limits. You may not always be forgiven. You may not be able to undo the consequences. You may not fully restore the relationship, but you can still take responsibility, make sincere efforts, learn, grow, and refuse to eternally condemn yourself. That is the REBT distinction. Guilt attacks the self. Remorse evaluates behavior and moves toward repair. And that difference can profoundly change the way people recover, relate, and heal. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you found it interesting or helpful, please consider joining this YouTube channel. You will receive early views of videos, free group meetings, client handouts, and information about integrating psychotherapy models to improve life.